Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I'm working on my last required element for the September Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge. Woohoo! And the letter is E, and it's embellishments from scraps used on a page idea, a tag, and an embellishment. So what I did was, instead of using scraps of paper like I've done with the scraps and the strips, I decided to use up some scraps of fabric and lace trim, cheesecloth. I keep my scraps, like here I've got a bag that has lace scraps in it, although now it's just about empty. And then I have another one that has fabric scraps in it. So I just pulled some out and made some snippets. Now I did use a longer piece of lace trim down the center just so I could easily sew down it and have everything kind of held firmly in place. And they are backed by a piece of the scrapbook paper, cut off from the scrapbook paper that I had left over. So that also gives me a nice foundation. But everything moves. It's got a lot of great texture. So I'm happy with that. Okay. So, and I made obviously 3 of them. So I'm going to have plenty left over to use throughout the rest of my journal after I make my 3 required items. So the first thing I'm going to do is make one more hidden paper clip. So I've got a piece of cardstock that is 3 inches by 6 inches and one that is 2.5 by 5 inches. So I'm going to fold both of those in half. Get them creased down with my bone folder. I hope everyone's doing well today. I am. I'm really excited that I've got my last required, or that I will have my last required element done. And then I can start putting my journal together and adding more ephemera to it, making more ephemera. This will be the last time you guys see this journal until I do the flip through, but there are some ephemera items that I want to make that I will want to bring y'all along for. And they're not really, they are for this journal, but they're not for this journal. I mean, they're just things I want to make, and I'll be able to use them in this journal. So scrap this one. Okay, could do it like that, but would I like to have something behind it? And I think the answer is yes, I would. Okay. So let's glue this little snippet down. Whoop. And let's see if I can real quick find a little something to put I think that might do just fine. Nope, I like that better for this journal. Okay, Marcy, stop thinking about it and just do it. So get these edges inked around. And probably ought to use the Fabri-Tac for that, but where did the pen for my art glitter glue go? Oh, there it is. Sorry for reaching across, you guys. All right. So there we go, just a little center focal piece. And let's use a little bit of use a little bit of lace. It's going to be too long, but that's okay. I'll cut it off. And just snip that just a little bit and put some, if I can find the ends of it, we'll tie a little of this embroidery thread around it. Oh my gosh. I know I've mentioned this a bazillion times before, but I hate tying bows. Okay. I love bows. I just hate tying them. All right. Now, I think I need to clean my glitter glue tip. Put a little dollop of glue there to keep my bow from coming untied. Snip the ends, and there is my embellishment made from Embellishments Made from Scraps. So next I've got another one of my mineral oil strips, and I'm going to use that for my tag. So I will cut the tag. Oops. And ink around the edges. Okay. I'm going to run this up to up there. And glue this down. So my snippets are not the greatest in the world, but and I've part of it if I'd spent a little more time thinking about it, or a little more time, not necessarily more time thinking about it, but not limited to just using scraps, if I'd been able to go through and pick and choose the fabrics and the trims that I was able to use, they might be a little better. But I absolutely love this, and I love all the loose fabric. And now the lace is on top. Underneath, I laid the fabric down as my base on the cardstock, and then everything over it is lace and ribbon and trim and cheesecloth and what have you. And all those little extra bits that hang off the sides, I'm going to allow them to do. And then, out of a scrap piece of fabric, got some of it here, that I had put heat and bond on, and then covered the heat and bond with tissue paper, I made a stencil using my tab punch board and cut that out of fabric, which I've also used that fabric in my snippets. And I thought that might make a nice tab for this tag. I'm trying to look to be sure it's not. Nope, that'll actually work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first I'm going to glue the top part of the tab together. And now I will put glue on the lower portion, both sides of the lower portion. And we'll see if we can get this lined up before the art glitter glue that'll work right there. So just a nice little tab for the top of our tag. Straighten that up a hair shade. Okay, now we need I like that one better. But I have so many of these left. I think the reason I have so many of these left is because they're not my favorite ones. I like that one better. I'm going with it. Okay, Fabri-Tac again. Glue that down, and I will sew around the edges of that once everything is dry. So we've got the tag made, and all we have left is the page. And I'm thinking I want it to go that way. I'm thinking the page is going to be really simple because I'm going to allow part of the edge, or I'm going to allow the edge to hang off the page, and I'm going to glue up one side. There we go. And just create a very simple tuck there. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I want to use, I'm actually thinking what I might like to do is just put down like 3 little buttons. So I'm going to leave that as is for now because I don't know for certain what I want to do with that. And it, in reality, I don't think it really needs anything, but I think I will feel like it's more complete if it has something going right down that center. But that is my page. So we've got the page, the tag, and the hidden paper clip, all created using embellishments created from scraps. So until I see you next time, everyone, please be safe, happy crafting, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.